that I would not.
Welcome to the Feel Good Show. I'm Ingrid Arna, and I'm so excited today because I have David Wolfe with me. For those of you who don't know, David Wolfe is the guru behind the raw food movement. He's a leading nutritionist. He's also an international speaker and the author of several rocking books, including Eating for Beauty and Sacred Chocolate. And David is currently touring Australia. He's got heaps of really cool events, so make sure to check out his site. But he's also promoting longevity now, and we're going to go into something that's really at my heart, and that is understanding how self-love relates to really eating nutritious food. And I want to know your take on all of that.
It's an extension of your self-esteem when you choose to eat the best food available to you. And that's part of it, is that we always have a choice. And that's one of the great benefits that we have in the Western world, is that we have abundance.
We do.
There is so much great food available to us. And let's choose the best we can. Let's choose organic food, raw food whenever possible. Let's eat salad, eat fruits whenever possible, eat raw nuts and seeds and seaweeds, do the wheatgrass, and start playing around with this stuff as part of our own building of our self-esteem and our self-confidence.
Yeah, I'm getting great results with people too when I actually don't put it on weight loss, but we more focus on what you're talking about, which is really filling the body with this wonderful nutrition thing. And it is an act of self-care, isn't it? And self-awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we just let the food do the magic. If we're trying to lose weight, it's really a difficult thing to focus on losing weight.
It becomes hard and forced, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not in the flow.
It's not.
What's in the flow is actually just eating the best stuff ever.
And so it takes care of itself?
Automatically, that food informs us. It changes our metabolism. It changes our skin. It changes our digestive tract. It's like waves crashing against a beach. One wave doesn't change the beach.
No.
But over time, the waves will reshape the beach.
So you're saying it's also really about being consistent with what we eat, and you just one day or one moment after the next, about being really aware of your choices that you're making?
Right, and that's the self-confidence, and that's the self-esteem, is day-to-day, moment-to-moment, as you build up that inner confidence, you are starting to make better choices, and over a period of time, you become a different person.
Definitely. So in terms of then the mood shifts, like you're talking about becoming a different person, a lot of people have hormonal imbalance. So the food works to nourish the and balance out the hormones, and then in turn, is that why the mood has changed, or why else does it all kind of...
Specifically on the subject of hormones, cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, radishes, kale, cabbage, all have a very good effect of pulling out the bad estrogen. Now, estrogen dominance has been implicated in causing all different kinds of disorders, including acne, infertility, weight gain, syndrome X, and cruciferous vegetables help clean that up. So
I think there's even linked to polycystic ovarian
syndrome. Oh, absolutely.
Endometriosis. So that's huge.
And there's another class of foods that also are very helpful, which is seaweeds. And if we just add those things in, there's actually nothing that's being taken away. And there's only so much you can eat in a day.
Yes.
So you might as well just add the good stuff in. I had an amazing seaweed broccoli salad in Sydney the other day. I ate 3 of them.
Really?
Yeah, over a period of a couple days. What an incredible meal. And you just feel nourished, you have energy, and you know it's doing good things for you. That's another part. You know that it's getting better.
Yes, definitely. So, okay, so what are the minerals, though, that are in seaweed? Because that's a really high kind of grade type of product, isn't it?
Yes, well, iodine is one. And iodine, for example, when you mentioned polycystic ovaries, polycystic breast disease and polycystic ovaries have been implicated as being part of an iodine deficiency. And so we have to have some iodine in our diet, and it's got to be real iodine from kelp, from seaweeds.
Yep.
And when you have that naturally, your body knows what to do with it because it's in a natural form, and then it gradually starts to drive off the deficiency.
Okay, cool. So actually, you did have quite a few of my members wanting to know also about coconut oil.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think of it?
Oh, coconut oil is amazing. And I was the first person to actually put raw organic coconut oil on the internet.
Really?
Yes. And before I came along, you could only get deodorized coconut oil. It wasn't even real. It was like the stuff in a plastic tub.
Yeah.
Now we know that coconut oil is not only good for you internally, but it is the best thing topically. Generally, we recommend that you keep coconut oil in 3 rooms of your home.
Okay, tell me.
Your kitchen.
I know what else you're going to say.
Your bathroom. And your bedroom. That's right.
Well, that's better than lube, right?
It's the best ever. So
if you want to go organic, make sure that your topical products.
it changes everything.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
be real here.
Well, I'll have to practice that one out.
So
See, you said that eating raw food and going organic was fun.
Yep.
And now it truly, really is fun.
It really is fun.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing of like, putting strawberries and honey on your lover and
Yeah.
getting into that energy of playing with your food again.
I am so vain that I would never put honey on my lover because I'd be worried about gaining weight.
Oh,
So
no.
now with the coconut oil,
Yep, there you go.
have fun and not get fat.
Coconut products are actually weight loss foods.
Yes.
They speed up your metabolism,
Yes.
so they're actually good for losing weight.
Now, a lot of women have such a fear of fat because the diet industry has told us that low-fat diets are the way to go, but yet today we have obesity, as you know, at epidemic proportions.
Yes.
And I think it's just such a farce. Like, I think for me, I've been eating more fat and I'm slimmer than I've ever been, but I also feel satiated, I feel full, I don't feel like some manic, wiry chick trying to fit into some social ideal of whatever. I'm really nourishing my body and I've fallen in love with fat.
Thin is in, but fat's where it's at.
I love it.
And it's
That's my
it's
new
avocados.
mantra. We'll put that at the bottom of the video. Okay.
It's avocados, it's olive oil,
Yes.
it's olives,
Yes.
it's seeds like chia seed and pumpkin seed and sunflower seeds, natural good sources of fat. Now, you don't want to eat like a barrel of macadamia nuts right before you go to bed.
No.
That wouldn't be the best idea ever.
No,
But
definitely
nevertheless, that's a lot better than eating fried food and the other stuff that has these toxic oils in them. I always think about partially hydrogenated cottonseed oil and partially hydrogenated soybean oil. Those are the worst oils ever. So if we can just switch out and get to the good fat,
Yes.
the good fats and oils, then we can have a massive change in our metabolism and the way we look, because our skin, the juiciness of our tissue is related to the quality of the fats and oils we take in.
And this is the thing that I really want to impress upon people, and that is that it's not difficult. Like, if you just actually, they say knowledge is power. So make sure that you do check out David's course, because I find that when I educate myself, because a lot of people are confused, we're bombarded by information today, and there's a different diet book coming out, the big magazines, some of the shit that they put in them is absolutely bogus. So make sure that you get educated, because I believe it really liberates people when they actually obviously know the truth of what is really going to nourish the body. It's quite simple, but I think we're overloaded.
Yes, it's obvious, really. We want to eat organic food whenever possible. We want to make sure that the quality of the food is very high. For example, iceberg lettuce really it doesn't got it. It's not there. But if you get this like really cool curly endive lettuce, you can get this at some fancy restaurants. You know that has a whole different mineral complex than the iceberg.
You can get it at fancy restaurants, but I think in Australia, like you were saying before about the abundance of what we have, and we have so much on offer, and if you really want to find it, it is a choice.
It's there.
You need to take the time, you need to prepare. Do you agree?
I definitely
and just
agree.
Make the time to spend 15 minutes in your local market.
Or even online.
Yes.
Even online. I do a lot of online shopping, and one of the things I really like to get online is the superfoods and the great herbs of the world. I love getting goji berries, big bags of organic goji berries.
I'm addicted. I have a problem.
With goji berries?
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna make it even better for you, Ingrid. Listen to this. The best thing with goji berries, because she's a tea maker, she loves making tea. You take a handful of goji berries and that goes in your tea.
Yes.
That's going to change your whole reality around.
What's it going to do for me?
It's going to open up a whole realm of herbalism, actually, because goji berry is really the preeminent herb in Chinese medicine. That's what it is. It comes from Chinese medicine.
Yes.
And when you study goji berries for a long period of time, you find out that the great Chinese immortal masters, the guys who lived to be 110 and 120, they actually lived on goji berry tea. So I got into making goji berry tea. You don't even have to heat the tea. Just put it in water. Just do that. But because you're into making tea and you start putting goji berry in there, it's going to turn your whole world upside down.
I might put a little recipe together on that, and everyone can practice that at home. And also, I want to know what you're eating on this trip. Like, how do you travel so much? You're only in like one country for like 4 or 5 weeks at a time, correct?
Correct.
And so, do you just have a lot of juices? Like, what do you do to keep...
I do a lot of juices.
Yeah.
I do a lot of spring water. I like to get spring water in glass. And even yesterday, somebody brought us a big bottle of spring water from their farm, which was really beautiful. I do salads, and I like to have seaweeds when I'm on the road. They help me keep going.
Yes.
I love avocados and olives and olive oil, of course. I snack on raw chocolate and goji berries and some of the superfoods like maca and bee pollen. I've been doing bee pollen recently, and even acai. In fact, I made a mix of the Jara bee pollen, which is the great bee pollen that comes from the WA.
Okay.
I mixed it in with some powdered acai, which is a superfood fruit powder.
Yes, I know.
And what a combo that is.
They also say acai aids and weight loss. Is that true?
There is something to it.
Okay.
It's a little bit exaggerated, of course, but there is something to it. There's also something to acai being a very powerful anti-cancer substance.
Really?
The research has shown in vitro that 86% of cancer cells become apoplectic, which means they just spontaneously disintegrate in the presence of acai. And that research came out about 3 or 4 years ago, and it's pretty shocking research.
That's incredible.
I dug it up for my superfoods book, and I thought, is this really true?
Yes.
And it is really true. That's what the research has shown.
That is just fascinating. So when it comes to, I'm being told to wrap it up, but I could just go on and on and on. But I just want to ask you one more thing.
Okay.
About the law of attraction. You know, The Secret was so popular. But tell me about the vibration of food and how that can help with sort of your energy and even filter into the law of attraction and attracting more love into your life and that kind of thing.
It's important to know about the laws of nature. Even more important than the law of attraction is you are what you eat. So we try to combine those together. The law of attraction with you are what you eat. The love that it goes into the food when it is planted, the love that happens when it's harvested, the love that occurs when it's shipped to you, the love that happens in the kitchen when it's prepared, and the love that occurs at the table when it's eaten are all major factors in your health, well-being, and how the food is digested. So we always want to slow down, get into the slow food movement, and really appreciate and be in gratitude about this great food that we get to have. It wasn't always like that. We are living in great levels of abundance. Let's get into the energies of appreciation and gratitude more, and then we'll find that food treats us
better,
much differently.
Definitely. That's so amazing. I totally agree with that. Okay, guys, so if you want to learn how to become a love magnet, you've got to check out David's wonderful conference. He's traveling all around Australia. We're going to have the dates up for you at the end of this video. Also check out David Wolfe, WOLFE, AustralianTour.com. And David, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Ingrid.
Thank you.
Right on. Have the best day ever.
Have the best day ever.com too.